Hello, and welcome to some hardcore Minecraft. Now, you're probably wondering what the title of the video is about. Well, I'm just here to play, and if you're here, you can just relax. Listen to the Minecraft music in the background, and listen to the noises of the gameplay, and my voice if you'd like. And that's about it. I'm gonna see if I can try and find a decent bit of land so I don't have to be in this swamp. Here we go, I think I found something. Yeah, I'm really just here to hang out and have a relaxing time playing Minecraft. So I hope you will join me and hang out, study, go to sleep, whatever you'd like. First order of operations will be probably just to build the house. Forgot that this wood was a reddish color. It's been a while since I have played Minecraft. I guess seriously. Although I really enjoy the new features that they've added. Looks like an interesting area over here. Go ahead and swim to land. Maybe we can explore up on this mountain and get our first base going here. Alright, I'll just start making my way up over here. I'll just go ahead and get some cobblestone for a pickaxe and then mine some of this coal. Probably craft a boat and go back over to the mangrove swamp. And then we can get on with business as usual. Go ahead and mine the rest of this and then execute the plan. Now, my main goal for this is just to have a place where anybody can come and watch and just listen to the sounds of the game or my voice and be able to relax. As for the series, or I guess gameplay itself, I'm just gonna be playing at my own discretion. Maybe there'll be stressful parts for me, but that's not the purpose. Regardless if it's stressful for me or not, I hope it can be relaxing for those of you watching. That's a place where I'm not going to venture into quite yet, but I really like this area and it's decently close to spawn, so I may choose it as my home. Go ahead and make a boat and get some of this mangrove wood. I may just leave that piece. Having a little bit of trouble over here, but that's okay. This one. Yes, it is. Maybe we can build a hut out of mud bricks since we're so close to all of this. Let me go ahead and get this piece of wood before it bothers me too much. There we go. I believe that's all of this. One thing I need to make sure I do is find a source of food relatively quickly, but there's no rush. Get some of these saplings. Make a run for it over here before the mobs start spawning. Get a couple more pieces of wool so we can avoid monsters. I'll leave my crafting table think I did. Could be around here somewhere. There it is. Alright. Sleep real quick. Now I'm right clicking my bed just as you have in real life. Oh, a couple pieces of iron up the hill over here, so gonna make my way over there. Avoid that skeleton for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of ores that I can grab. A really neat area. See what the top looks like, and then decide where exactly I want to go. Alright, I'm not sure how he hit me from there, but we are okay. My way up here. This little bit of iron will at least give me a shield, and that way I can not immediately die. Gonna go ahead and cook this food that I got. Are there any more around here? Not that I can. Oh, there's one. Make my way back down there after we have this smelted. Go ahead and make another furnace, just for convenience. Meantime, we can go take in the view up here. Go ahead and turn my render distance up a little bit. That should be better. See what's in our general surroundings. Got a forest and a jungle, or savanna hills, or mountains. Got my food. Make yield. Better than any piece of armor I can make right now, honestly. of seeing the little wisps go by. And our food is done cooking. Go ahead and make our way back down. And grab this piece of iron. Gonna avoid that area for now, just until I have a little bit more to defend myself with. I think I'm gonna go around this little part and see how I can get to the other side. Oh, I thought that was moss. Whoops. Wonder if we'll be able to get a pearl. Gonna get out of here so I don't give everybody a quick ending to this video. Generally, I'm pretty comfortable playing hardcore. When I used to play this game more often, I would play SMP servers with a bunch of my buddies, and we'd always have the game on hard, so the difficulty is not new to me. It's just a matter of being careful. I think I like that hill a little bit more than the area I was in just now. We can always make mud a different way. I believe there's a crafting recipe for it. Oh wow. That'll be worth exploring a little bit later on. Wonder if we'll see some berry trees up here. I think out of all the trees in Minecraft, that those are the best ones that they've added, just to kind of plant around your base. With this shader that I've got installed right now, all the trees drop leaves and whatnot, but the cherry trees were the first to do that in vanilla, so it just added that tiny bit of aesthetic to them if you had a bunch surrounding your base. Got another cavern right here. How far down does that go, I wonder? Not sure, but sure we don't get caught out in the open for now. There's a good bit of water. Those two caverns we found are probably connected to each other, so we'll explore them eventually. I'll never get over how well they did with the Caves and Cliffs update, although it got delayed. It's just really cool. That's the best way I can describe it. I know they are kind of slowing down, or I should say they have slowed down on development since then, but I gotta give them their credit. I think the one thing they need to do is add more cave biomes, just because there's only, I want to say, like 4. They have the lush caves and the dripstone caves, the normal ones, and they just recently added the sulfur caves. Although I believe I'm not playing on most recent version, so I will not be experiencing the sulfur caves, at least for this series. This shader mod that I have is not up to date yet, and I think it looks really nice, so I wanted to keep it. Gonna go ahead and heal these villagers, crops and whatnot, and maybe put them to work with minimal wages. And by minimal, I mean but it's Minecraft, so it's completely fine. Go ahead and take an extra bed just because I will go ahead and make a bow so I don't spend forever punching these with my hand. Oh, chest. Clear brewing stand again. Anything this way? Nope. I don't know if I've ever seen that type of villager house before with the double doors over there. I feel like this is... no, I've seen this before. I don't know why it just looked very out of place before I walked in. There we go. Actually, some food. Make sure we get everything from here. Wonder what that librarian is selling. Yeah. Sorry, gonna go ahead and take the books. What can we drop? Definitely don't need that. And I'll take this as well. I believe there's anything else in here. Somebody's taking a bath in the cauldron or something, I don't know. Well, we are good on food for quite a while. Fletcher. Don't remember if this is the way I came. Might be relatively. Gonna traverse my way up the hill. And hopefully not fall into a random cave and die. I think I'm gonna go ahead and run this way. I'm gonna check out what's inside of this cave that I'm looking at right there. This is my problem with Minecraft. It's just very hard for me to decide where I want to go, especially since the Caves and Cliff update, because every spot just looks unique. And yeah, I just can't ever decide. Before they made that massive change, I always used to dig a underground base, and that was fun because it's out of the way, but can't really use the landscape like you can with something above ground. It would have been perfect if this was a lush cave, although I do want to see if I can maybe grab some more iron from here. Not really seeing anything really obvious. Want to be careful going up this hill so I don't fall into the cave. Yeah, I'll go in from there. Yeah, I mean, there really is no wrong spot to put a base in this game at all. It's just very unique landscape. I don't think I'll miss that singular gold nugget. I'm gonna go ahead and try and make my way in here. Go ahead and rest for the night. How does all of these in here? Gonna go ahead and make a new pickaxe. Might as well make a new axe or add it. I don't want that. Be a little bit of iron now. Zombies I can deal with. I just want to make sure that there is not any skeletons to worry about. One is fine. But I don't want to be stuck having to fight multiple. That's what gets very dangerous in hardcore, especially without armor, even though I have a shield. Now, another thing that I'm a little bit worried about is I have the volume down so low for your viewing experience. I may not hear a creeper walk up behind me. That happens, so I've got to keep an eye on my surroundings and make sure that does not happen. I think we're almost in a good spot to drop down and start getting rid of these guys. Yeah, here we go. We can always run back up for safety if needed. Yeah, this is not so bad. be able to grab this. Just want to make sure that nothing will spawn behind me and sneak up. Did I pick up my crafting table? I did. I will go ahead and make pickaxe. I don't want that that noise to bother anybody who's watching. Tried going through as many settings as I could to make sure that there would be no harsh sounds. If anybody is watching, to just relax or even fall asleep, so that you're not jolted awake. Yeah, so you'll have to forgive me if there is anything that may do that, although there is the magic of editing that I can always correct further if need be. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab these bits of iron over here, and then probably just leave the cave. I don't really want to venture deeper just yet. I don't really need to right now. I should have just about enough iron to make armor once I grab this. Am I at 7 and 17, 24? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way out of here, and maybe we will return and maybe we won't. Now I can decide which direction I would like to continue. I think I'll go that way. Don't really like spruce biomes all that much just because of the podzol. Just not my favorite color, and everything is brown in those biomes. So though the spruce wood I do like a lot, actually. I should also grab some of that pale oak while I'm near it. I don't want to jinx myself, but I've managed not to fall into a cave yet. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I have ran past a couple lava pits in the last 30 seconds though, so Need to make sure I'm careful. More savannas over that way. More caves here. Kinda surprised at how many caves I'm finding. Let's see if there's a cherry grove up this way. Oh, unfortunately not. I'm gonna go grab some of that pale oak. Just so I have some before I completely run away from it. It's just what I'm talking about. There's just many large caverns that I'm finding on this feed. Almost there. Guys, a little too pink for my taste. Sunset. There we go. Go ahead and sleep before the danger comes. I guess I didn't make it in enough time, but that's okay. We'll just run past the creepers like I didn't see anything. I believe the pale oak should be right up here. Here we go. And some extra iron. I'm really hoping that these, I don't know what they're called exactly, but Reeker, maybe? Whatever it is, I really hope that they don't spawn during the day. I am not prepared to deal with them because I honestly do not know how. I just want some of this wood and sapling. Maybe we will venture to the spruce forest because I see a couple of azalea trees. Oh, there's quite a few actually. There might be a large lush cave underneath us, which would be pretty neat to explore. They're generally not too dangerous, so this biome is very small. Get rid of that. And see if we can get another few saplings. Here's 4. Maybe we can get a couple extra just so we... There we go. Just in case. Yeah, I think we'll make our way in that direction. Need to make a shovel. Oh, I forgot there was another type of moss as well. Well, we can use that if we desire. There's quite a few azalea trees. I think I saw at least 4. Yeah, 1, maybe. No, it's sugarcane. 2, 3, 4. Maybe we can get lucky and find this cave. Just from hopping in the river right here. I don't see anything. Should I get up before start taking damage? I'd rather not have to dig down for it if I don't need to. But it's looking like that may be the case. Wherever we are going, I think I will stop searching soon, just so I don't have to keep dropping stuff from my inventory. Yeah, unless they made azalea trees spawn in spruce forests for some reason. I think there's a pretty good stretch of caves underneath this area. Usually these are pretty rare from my understanding at least. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab, not the wood necessarily, but I need to cut it down to get some of the azalea saplings. What do we throw away? Nothing for now. Decide in a moment. Alright, well, there's my answer. That should be good enough for now. And there is another village over there. Don't know if I want to go that direction yet. Have any bones? I do not. These wolves look pretty cool. Alright, well, maybe I'll stick to this area, even though I said I didn't like it. I kind of like this little area right here. Got a island that I can put my base on. And for but a moment, it will be a crafting table and a chest. But we will surely expand. I think I've got an idea. I will try and plant these mangrove saplings, propagules, if you want to be technical. And go ahead and make this area kind of a swamp. think that would look pretty cool. And maybe we can build a little enclosing and shrine around this tree. I think that would be a pretty cool idea. Where do I want to put this first? I'll go ahead and throw it. You cannot plant these underwater. I thought you could. Maybe not on sand. On sand. Just put that there. I don't really know how they grow. But I guess we can figure that out in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and light up my island. Make sure I'm safe. And then we can kind of take in the night ambience. I'm hoping the sky does not stay that bright pink color. I don't really want to look at it. There we go, it's starting to dissipate a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and chop down this tree. Let's cook the rest of our iron. That was pretty fast. So that tree may be a little bit low in the water, but I forgot to craft my axe. I can go ahead and chop it down. I almost forgot that I had a shield for a moment. Guess that's one thing that I didn't really think about, was drown spawning, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue. Another one shows up. I'm ready for it. Once we get to the top here, we can get a better view of all the landscape and sky, since it's no longer a bright hot pink. There we go. I think this is a pretty decent area. I don't know why there's rocks on the ground in this tree, but that's a discussion for another time. Seems to be a lot of these guys spawning. One thing I wish I would have grabbed was maybe some bamboo from that jungle that we passed earlier. I like the bamboo and mud build combination. As long as one of those guys doesn't spawn with a spear, I should be okay. I'll deal with him once he comes out of the water. First thing, get rid of this. I think I want to use the mangrove wood. Some slabs. What does the trapdoor look like again? Yeah, I kind of like how that looks. Even though it's a little expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this tree down. Much easier to do this if the whole thing is in the water. Now, what I'm about to say is going to contradict what I'm about to do, but I want to try and keep this area as natural as possible, with the exception of this part. And what I mean by that is just, I don't want to landscape to build my base. I want to build my base around the landscape. So try and leave as much of this here as possible. Maybe I can build a little tree house right here. You know what, I think I will do that. And I will make this a tall spruce so that I can have 3 supporting trees for it. Good thing about these mangrove trees is that they grow pretty fast. Although I am gonna have to deal with the roots. I can clean up the rest of these eventually. Since I do have spruce saplings, I will probably go to the villagers. I believe they were that way. Yeah, somewhere that direction, and trade sticks for emeralds because it's very easy. So, yeah. That way I can get quite a few tools and not worry about having to risk myself just yet. Because I would like to keep this world for as long as I possibly can. Let's see, what am I doing here? I need this, and oh, I'm short. I made the shovel. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna take these with me and make my way over to that village. Now, as long as I don't forget where base was, I should be good. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and grab that boat. Yeah, I think a little treehouse will look pretty nice right here. Whoops. I have no choice but to look at the bright pink sunset. Interesting to see a ice spikes biome near here, but I'm certainly not gonna complain about variety. I think we can go ahead and check out that sunken ship as well, just after I get to bed. Not in here though. This is a nice little village. Want anything to happen to the villagers. Not something that I'm going to do. I don't think there's really anything for me to grab. Maybe besides the hay, but I don't really need that at the moment. Make my way over here. Keep accidentally doing that. They're very easy to plant instead of eat. Gonna go ahead and get a couple pieces of gravel as well. I just need, there we go. One more piece of flint. Now, I will say that normally what I play is probably not best for this type of video. However, if I am able to get quote unquote overpowered, if you will, then that opens up the ability to do not necessarily monotonous tasks, but larger projects. Like, realistically, I value my time. So I am not going to mine a perimeter or even a chunk with iron tools, which I think is understandable. So the sooner I do get access to better tools that will allow me to do bigger projects that are kind of monotonous in a way. And with that, it will allow for more relaxed content. Also, I've never seen this type of house before. It's really cool actually. That one I can confidently say that I have not seen. What is up with these spruce villages? It's really been that long since I've played. Honestly, I will just stop talking and let the rain do its job. I fear that I am just a little bit lost, although glad I found that cave. Um, and a mine shaft. How pleasant. I make my way back over towards that village so that I don't get lost. Go back into the water to get back over there. Didn't mean to get turned around. Let's see. Just make my way back over there and retrace my steps. I believe I came just from a direction. Maybe it was a bit further. I have a bed. I do not. Well, I definitely came from this direction. Maybe it's more towards this way. Is that it? Over there? Don't believe it is. Well, no matter. I'll be able to find my way back eventually. If anything, I can always just fill her up and fight it that way. There we are. I knew it was somewhere here. I just got lost in the forest. Well, everybody, I think this is a good place to end it for today, and I hope you've enjoyed and that you have a good rest of your evening or night or day, whenever you may be watching. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.